Hello students, we will discuss the next topic and that one is halides. 15th group elements halides. These 15th group elements forms two types of halides. 15th group elements forms two types of halides. Trihalides and pentahalides. Trihalides with general formula MX3 and pentahalides with general formula MX5. I am taking MX3 type of triangle. Look at this MX3 type of triangle. Here M stands for 15th group elements. And that one are nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. Next are the halogens. What are halogens? Fluorine, chlorine, bromine. So you can take instead of them, take the nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, and bismuth. Instead of halogens, you can take these halogens. Now I am writing some of the trihalogens. Instead of M, I am taking N. Instead of X, I am taking the F. NF3, NCl3, NBr3, Ni3. Suppose if you take phosphorus, PF3, PCl3, PBr3 and PI3. Like that, you can take different types of trihalogens. Now we are going to discussing about their properties and preparations. Trihalogens are prepared Trihalides are prepared by the reaction of these 15th group elements or their compounds with halogens. So trihalides are prepared by the reaction of 15th group elements or their compounds with halogen. Suppose I am taking nitrogen, we will take the phosphorus. When this phosphorus react with chlorine, you will get PCl3 and PCl. From here I am taking only PCl3. Suppose if the compounds are taken, I am taking the ammonia. Ammonia when react with chlorine, then I will get NCl3 and now look at here. 15th group elements, phosphorus, are their compounds, means I am taking ammonia, their compound is ammonia. When react with halogens, they form the halides. So what are the preparation methods of these trihalides? When 15th group elements are their compounds, when react with halogens, you will get the trihalides. That is the preparation method. Next, properties. Trihalides are stable except nitrogen trihalides, but NF3 is stable. Why these nitrogen trihalides are unstable? We will go through that the reasons. Nitrogen trihalides, except this one, unstable due to first reason, low polarity of nitrogen and halogen bond. So what is this low polarity of nitrogen and halogen? The electronegativity of this nitrogen and halogens are nearly equal. Nitrogen electronegativity is nearly at 3. Halogen's electronegativity also nearly at 3. Fluorine electronegativity is 4. Fluorine F electronegativity is 4. Chlorine electronegativity is 3. And bromine also near to that up to 0.8 something like that. So when the electronegativity of these two things become nearly equal, then the polarity between this NX bond is very less. When polarity is less, bond strength is less. When polarity is less, bond strength is less. And the second reason is nitrogen is a small atom. Halogens are, except fluorine, the remaining halogens are somewhat larger atoms. So the smaller atoms and larger atoms, when forms a compound, their bond is somewhat unstable. Smaller atoms, when combined with larger atoms, they will not form stable bonds. Atomic radius of nitrogen and halogens. Atomic radius of nitrogen and halogens are very much differs due to these two factors. Nitrogen halides are somewhat unstable when compared with other elements halides. But the nitrogen trifluoride NF3 is stable. Next we will look at some other properties. So we will look at some other properties. Read out this thing. Fifth group elements, trihalides. 15th group elements trihalides. 15th group elements trihalides are covalent in nature, but BiF3 is ionic. Only this one is ionic. Remaining all are covalent in nature, except NF3, PF3. Remaining trihalides undergoes hydrolysis. These two things does not undergo hydrolysis, except NF3 and except NF3 and PF3. Except NF3 and PF3, remaining trihalides undergoes hydrolysis. We will look at some of the hydrolysis products. Suppose I am taking NCl3. When this NCl3 undergoes hydrolysis, you will get NH3 and HCl. When PCl3 undergoes hydrolysis, you will get H3PO3 and HCl. This one will get HOCl. This HOCl readily dissociates to give HCl. So what about this one? Due to the presence of this HOCl, it behaves as a bleaching agent. NCl3 work as bleaching agent. PCl3 is covalent. We already discussed MX3 are covalent. PCl3 is covalent. Bad conductor. But solution of PCl3 is good conductor. Solution of PCl3 is good conductor due to HCl formation. This is PCl3. If you take AlCl3, this one also undergoes hydrolysis like this. H3 AsO3 plus HCl. If you take SbCl3, this one also hydrolysis like this, H2O. This one gives like this salt, SbOCl. This one also hydrolysis like this. Hydrolysis capacity. Hydrolysis extent decreases from nitrogen trihalides to Bismuth trihalides. So as moving from top to bottom, hydrolysis capacity decreases of this trihalides. This is about hydrolysis. Next one is these trihalides behave as Lewis bases. Trihalides behave as Lewis bases because these trihalides contains a lone pair of electrons. These trihalides contains a lone pair of electrons. Due to the presence of this lone pair of electron, they can donate the lone pair of electron. The things which donates the lone pair of electrons, are Lewis bases. Things which donate the lone pair of electrons are behaves as Lewis bases. So we will discuss the Lewis basic nature order. So actually the order appears like this, but the real order is somewhat different. NCl3 must have the highest basic nature, Lewis basic capacity. After that, PCl3. After that, AlCl3. After that, SpCl3. After that, BiCl3. This is the expected order of basic nature, but the real order appears like this. This is so the real basic nature, Lewis basic nature order is this one. NCl3 less than PCl3 means NCl3 does not donating the lone pair of electron that much of easily. Why this one is not donating the lone pair of electron that much of easily? Look at here. This nitrogen is bonded with 3 chlorine atoms. If this nitrogen is going to donate say lone pair of electron easily, then we can say this one is a good Lewis base. But here what happens is electronegativity of this chlorine is somewhat higher than nitrogen. Electronegativity of this chlorine is somewhat higher than nitrogen. So what this one will do? It attracts the lone pair of electron towards itself more. When it is attracting the lone bonded electron towards itself, so due to the high electronegativity, this nitrogen is not in a position to donate its lone pair of electrons. So the basic nature decreases in case of NCl3. Now we will take only the nitrogen trihalides. I am taking only the nitrogen trihalides. NF3, NCl3, NBr3 and Ni3. So then what happens to the basic nature of these trihalides? Look at which one have more electronegativity among these halogens. Fluorine have the more electronegativity. So fluorine, due to more electronegativity of fluorine, this fluorine attracts the bonded electron pairs towards itself. Hence nitrogen is not going to donate the lone pair of electron that much of easily when compared with NCl3. So least basic nature one is NF3. After that, least basic nature one is NCl3. After that, NBr3, Ni3. So these are the reasons of the basic natures. So NH3 type of trihalides behaves as Lewis bases. Our expected order is NCl3 greater than PCl3 greater than AlCl3 greater than SbCl3 greater than BiCl3. But in the real cases, the order somewhat differs. NCl3 less than PCl3, PCl3 greater than ACl3, ACl3 greater than SbCl3, BaCl. Now I am taking only the nitrogen halides. NF3, NCl3, NBr3, NF3. Among these trihalides, NF3 have less basic nature due to electronegativity of these halogens, high electronegativity of these halogens. They restrict this nitrogen to donate the electron. The next part is phosphorus, arsenic, antimony. Trihalides also behave as Lewis acids. But nitrogen trihalides are only Lewis bases. But this phosphorus, arsenic, antimony trihalide behaves as Lewis acids also. For example, PCl3 is there. When this one reacts with chlorine, you will get PCl5. This PCl is going to accept the pair of electrons from with chlorine atom. So you will get the PCl. So they behave as Lewis acids also. Next we will move towards the pentahalides. General formula of these pentahalides are MX5. M stands for 15th group elements. X stands for halogens. Except nitrogen, remaining elements forms. Except nitrogen, remaining elements forms pentahalides. Except nitrogen, remaining elements forms pentahalides. Nitrogen does not form the pentahalide due to absence of d orbitals. All forms the pentahalides except nitrogen due to absence of d orbitals. Nitrogen does not form. We will write this one like this. Forms pentahalides except nitrogen due to absence of d orbitals. Due to absence of d orbitals. Bismuth, pentafluoride only known. Remaining elements pentahalides, remaining pentahalides, that means BiCl5, BiBr5, remaining BiCl5, BiBr5, all these things are very unstable and not known Simply we can write like this: are not known due to inert pair effect. Due to inert pair effect. So we know that reluctance of NH2 electron to participate in bond formation is known as inert pair effect. Bismuth shows inert pair effect. Bismuth shows inert pair effect. Due to the inert pair effect, bismuth BiCl5, BiBr5 are not known, but BiF5 is known. Due to the high electronegativity of this fluorine, fluorine can form the pentahalide. Due to the high electronegativity of this fluorine can unpair the paired electrons present in this one. So it can form the BiF5. Remaining elements does not do that part. These pentahalides can act as Lewis acids. Suppose, for example, PCl5 react with Cl minus, then it will going to give you PCl6 minus. PCl5 plus Cl minus will going to give PCl6 minus. So this lone pair of electron present in fluorine going to the d orbitals of phosphorus. D orbitals of phosphorus are vacant. D orbitals of phosphorus are vacant. Look at the electronic configuration: 3s2, 3p3, 3d0. Here the d orbitals are vacant. Phosphorus d orbitals are vacant. Into those d orbitals, this fluorine going to donate the lone pair of electrons. These pentahalides on hydrolysis, they will produce the ic acids. Pentahalides on hydrolysis, they will give you the ic acids. Hydrolysis forms acids. PCl5 on hydrolysis, they forms H3PO4 plus HCl. Pentahalides are less stable than trihalides. Pentahalides are less stable than trihalides. Of course, we will look at the hybridization of those things. Remember the PCl5. What is the hybridization of PCl5? Hybridization is sp3 dehybridization. PCl5 hybridization is sp3d. PCl5 with the general formula MX5. So when sp3 hybridization is present, then what is the shape of the molecule? Trigonal pipette. So PCl5 is sp3 hybridization. The shape of the molecule is trigonal bipyramids. This is trigonal bipyramids. This is trigonal bipyramids. So in case of MX3 type of molecules undergo sp3 hybridization, shape is pyramidal. Example NCl. This is the central atom. This one of the ends. This is lone pair of electrons. The next topic is nitrogen. The next topic is nitrogen. So what about this? We are going to discuss about the preparation of nitrogen and properties of nitrogen in this topic. So first preparation method. Preparation methods. First one, liquid on fractional distillation. Nitrogen is separated out, leaving behind oxygen in liquid form. Liquid air contains nitrogen, oxygen and different other kind of gases. When this liquid air undergoes fractional distillation, we will get the nitrogen gas, leaving behind the liquid oxygen. The second preparation method from azoids. This is sodium azoid. Its name is sodium azoid. This sodium azoid, on heating, you will get sodium and nitrogen gas. Sodium azoid, on heating, you will get sodium and nitrogen gas. Similarly, barium azoid, BaN3 twice. BaN3 twice. Barium azoid, on heating, you will get barium and nitrogen gas. In this method, pure nitrogen is obtained. In this method, pure nitrogen is obtained from ammonium salts. Third method is from ammonium salts. Ammonium chloride on reaction with sodium nitrite. Ammonium chloride mixed with sodium nitrite, and when this one is heated, we get nitrogen gas along with sodium chloride and water vapor. This is another method. And another method is from ammonium dichromate. This is ammonium dichromate. NH2 NH4 twice Cr2. This ammonium dichromate on strong heating, again we will get the nitrogen gas. So these are the preparation methods. So what are the preparation methods? First one is from liquid air. Liquid air on fractional distillation, you will get the nitrogen gas. And the second one is from azides. Sodium azide. On heating, you will get sodium and nitrogen. Barium azide. On heating, you will get barium and nitrogen. These two methods are mainly used to get pure nitrogen gas. These two are used mainly to get the pure nitrogen gas. And other methods are ammonium chloride are mixing with sodium nitrite, and by heating nitrogen gas is liberated. Ammonium dichromate on strongly heating, again you will get the nitrogen gas. Properties, now we are going to discussing about the physical properties. Nitrogen is a colorless, odorless, nitrogen is a colorless, odorless, non-toxic, inert gas. It is a colorless gas, odorless gas, non-toxic gas and inert gas. Why nitrogen is a inert? N2 is inert due to its N triple bond N bond energy is very high, and that one is 945.5 kilojoules per mole. This much of high energy, due to the high energy of 945.5 triple bond energy, this nitrogen nitrogen is inert at ordinary conditions. Nitrogen is less soluble in water. Nitrogen is very less soluble in water. Nitrogen is a colorless gas, nitrogen is a odorless gas, nitrogen is non-toxic and it is inert. The inertness of nitrogen is due to the high N triple bond N bond energies. And nitrogen is very less soluble in water. Look at the chemical properties of nitrogen. Chemical properties of nitrogen. Even though nitrogen is inert at ordinary temperatures, at high temperatures nitrogen react with lithium, magnesium, aluminum, and also with the calcium at higher temperatures. Nitrogen react with lithium, magnesium, calcium, and with aluminum, and forms nitrides. For example, lithium on reaction with nitrogen, it will give you lithium nitride. When magnesium react with nitrogen, it is going to give you magnesium nitride. When aluminum react, they will give you aluminum nitride. So chemical properties: at higher temperature, nitrogen going to react with lithium, magnesium, calcium, and aluminum and forms the nitrides. Lithium on reaction with nitrogen, they forms lithium nitride. Lithium, magnesium on reaction with nitrogen, it forms the magnesium nitride. At high temperature, lithium going to react with oxygen also. Use yellow. Nitrogen react with hydrogen, forms the ammonia. Influence of iron catalyst at 725 Kelvin temperature. Let's look at the uses of nitrogen. Liquid nitrogen is used. Liquid nitrogen is used to preserve biological specimens. So liquid nitrogen is used to preserve the biological specimens. Used to prepare, manufacture ammonia. Also used in the manufacturing of chemicals, different chemicals used in the manufacturing of different chemicals.